Yo, what's up, Durham City fam? Another Sunday special. This time we do
Yeah,
it on Sunday morning. Coming at you guys early before the game start.
yes, sir.
It's your boy Denver right here.
And it's your boy Josh. What up, y'all? We here, on a beautiful Sunday morning. It's NFL game day. Spirits are high. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
I appreciate everyone for our episode 3 on YouTube. I think it's almost at 1,000 views. I seen that. I was like, well, I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if it's some bots, but
Yo, that's
we'll take
crazy. I noticed that too. I was checking. I'm like, yo, like we're actually that video is running up for some reason.
I
Like,
don't know, right?
is it cause I don't like were we talking some real shit in that episode, or was it like or were we looking extra sweet that day? I don't know. Like, nah, our fans are probably male fans, so they don't really care about that.
Yeah, our demographics like 18 to like 34. So it doesn't say. I think it's like 60% male, like 40% female. So it's not that bad.
Okay, I didn't even
Yeah,
know there was a balance like that, but
we appreciate the love.
nah, we probably had some like great NFL analysis, NBA analysis that day. I don't know, but but yeah, I keep running that up. Run our other videos up. There's more analysis in all the videos, man. So you know,
Just get into a little bit of start off with the a little bit NBA, NFL, and then go into our recaps of last week, and then the preview of next week.
yeah.
Oh man, so NBA. I mean, have you been watching the Raptors lately?
I mean, I saw that they won against Orlando, I believe.
Yeah, we won
Um,
last night against Indiana. So right now we're 4-3.
um, yeah. So yeah, can you believe it? We having some good games because yeah, we won against the Pacers, Indiana too. I didn't even watch that game. I watched the Orlando game. Like, like we making a little bit of noise. We getting some things together, like, and it's just, like Scotty Barnes, man, like that guy is really like taking over. It seems like he's just really well acclimated within like the team and the league. Like he's not playing like I feel like rookies nowadays, they don't even play like rookies, bro. Like once they get in the league, they already put like the league on notice. It's weird. It's different from the NFL where sometimes you may need some time. If you're a first round pick in the NFL in the NBA, sorry, you're just ready to go. As you can see, like I've seen like Jalen Green has been doing some like crazy things for Houston. Um, you know, Suggs for Orlando. I mean, like they were going back and forth, Suggs and Barnes. Um, rookies be rookies be really putting the league on notice, man. Like, you know, like I'm definitely convinced Scotty Barnes could shit. Everything good, everything blessed.
Yeah, fam. But I just edited it. I don't know why, but it looks like like my Wi-Fi cut out. So just like
Oh,
just back in.
okay. Okay,
No
it's all
worries,
good. It's all
y'all.
good.
But yeah, you see,
Yeah, I was just saying Scotty Barnes really seems to be like a franchise player for us. We're getting some things together, like we're playing some decent basketball. It's good to see early on in the season.
yeah, Scotty Barnes looking nice. Right now he's second in the rookie of the year in terms of points per game. He's averaging like 18 points per game, which is pretty high for a rookie. To be honest, I
That
didn't
is
expect
really good.
this much production from him, and like to be honest, like I'm kind of shocked. I was like, man, he's playing really well. And his style of play, that he's getting all his points in the flow of the game. Like he's not even like forcing the issue. He's not really going 1-on-1. He's just getting in transition. He gets in the open shot, rebounds, cutting to the basket. It's just like getting it within the flow of the game, and like just natural to him. Like to be able to score 18 points like that and like not even necessarily have the repertoire yet to go 1-on-1 and pick and roll offense and stuff like that. He's just you know doing his thing just based off his natural instincts of the game. Imagine when he actually learns like, a couple of like moves, has some go-to moves, and is more established on the offensive end. Man, he's gonna be a beast. So I'm really happy with that pick. It's early. But Raptors, we always get
Mhm.
draft good players and develop them. So we're happy right now. And like I think they're comparing him to like Giannis and saying like Giannis's first year he's only averaged like 9 points per game. And Scotty Barnes like similar like size coming out of coming out of the draft, and he's averaging 18 points. So like I feel like he's already accelerated his growth past Giannis in terms of rookie year like comparison. So and that's a little early to compare him to Giannis, but like still like for him to have that much production early, it's pretty amazing.
Mm. But Giannis really had to develop because he was a second round pick, right? He wasn't the player that like like he was never projected to be the player that he is today. So with Scotty Barnes, I mean, because we picked him, with one of the lottery picks, we had high hopes, I guess. We never thought he would be playing this well, but you have high hopes for a player when you pick him so early. I'm glad that he's really showing up. And yeah, man, it's a different vibe in Toronto a little bit, just with
Yeah,
how things are progressing too. So
yeah,
it's good to see.
we're definitely 4-3. Like we're above 500, which is pretty good. I didn't think we'd be like this decent early in the season without Siakam, but man, we can like have like a good winning streak and like kind of get in contention without him. It's gonna be good because once he does get on the team, it's gonna like take time to develop more chemistry because we're developing chemistry right now without him. So we're starting like Gary Trent, Ananobi, we're starting Scotty Barnes, and we're started Princess Achua. So I think he would come in at the center, but I don't know how he guards some of the bigger centers. Like last night when we played Indiana, like Evan Turner, like Siakam's not guarding.
Mm.
So it's like who we're gonna take out? We're gonna take out Ananobi. We're gonna take out Barnes. Like it's gonna be a tough decision when he comes back. Maybe Siakam comes off the bench. I don't even know. But yeah. Hopefully once he gets back, like in the next few weeks, it doesn't mess with our chemistry because it looks like we're starting to develop some nice chemistry. So
Yeah, right. That's just a valid point that you brought up, bro. Like, who's gonna like sit on the bench for him? Like, is I like Pascal can't play no center.
nah, he's a
He
four.
can't play no center. Who you gonna take out? Like, we're gonna take out OG, make him come off the bench. I mean, I don't know about that. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough decision. I mean, we'll leave it up to Nick Nurse's hands, man. We'll see how it is. But yeah, chemistry is looking like it's flowing a little bit. And I mean, with the back-to-back wins, again, Toronto's feeling nice right now. So we'll see what happens when Pascal returns and how he gets placed in the lineup.
Yes. I appreciate all the Raptors fans out there. You know, keep supporting us. We support you.
Yeah, yo.
All day, yo, 905. Let's get it.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to you, Toronto. Hopefully we make it back to our 2019 run.
Soon. Any more NBA talk? See what's going on.
I mean, we've been talking about the Lakers consistently. Lakers have actually been playing okay. Yesterday they won against the Cavs, and no, not yesterday, Friday, and on Saturday, did they play another game?
I don't think so.
No, they didn't. But I mean, Cavs, I mean,
Yeah,
no
it's not
one's
really a good team.
expecting, yeah, and no one's really expecting anything from the Cavs. They're really a lower end team in the East. Um, but it's nice to see that some things are kind of coming together with the Lakers. That was, I believe, LeBron's first game back from an injury. Um, and somehow it worked well with Russ and LeBron on the floor. Um, you know, Everyone kind of got their touches. Carmelo's been playing really well too. This man is a deadly 3-point like marksman. Like he's really transformed his game to just, just being an excellent catch and shoot guy, and he's able to ice out games that way. AD is going to be AD. Russ is, again, like I was saying, Russ seems to be kind of, um, you know, adjusting his game so that he's, able to play with everybody. He's not really going wild like that. He does need to work on his turnovers, but um, he takes his opportunities when he can, and somehow I feel like although this team is weak, I mean, like although the Cavs are weak, this is like a sign of things to come. And as long as the Lakers are able to play like decent defense, man, because like they need to play better defense. Again, I don't see what like any other reason as to why they wouldn't be in the finals this year. That's just what I'm anticipating. And I want to see it, man. Like I just want to see it.
Yeah, it's definitely Hollywood star power right now. Yeah, they're 3-3. Cavs were actually they're a decent team coming into the game. They're at 3-2. No, so now they're 3-3. So the Cavs aren't like the bottom of the bunker as usual. But yeah, Lakers, they're getting it together. You said Melo's playing well. I said they already have like star power, AD, Russ, LeBron in the starting lineup, and you have Melo come off the bench, just dropping threes, like catching fire like that. Like it's crazy. Like I'm surprised like Portland didn't want him back, because like I feel like he really established himself as like a 6-man the last few years with Portland, and coming off the bench. And at first he didn't want to do that role, which is why he took like a year off, and no one wanted him because he still wanted to be a starter. And now that the last 2 years, he showed Portland that he can come off the bench and he can like create a lot of buzz and create a lot of scoring off the bench. So yeah, I think the Lakers got him at a steal, to be honest. Yeah, he's playing pretty well as well. So yeah, Lakers are a team that I expect them to. I think right now they're 8th in the West. You have the usual team that like up top, like Golden State. They're number 1, even though they don't have Clay yet. I saw there's Utah number 2, which I mean they're always gonna be. Utah's always gonna be their top 2, top 3. But in terms of playoffs, like I don't know yet.
Yeah, when they get to the playoffs, man, it's gonna be a different story.
So yeah, I think the Nuggets are there too, but Jamal Murray's trying to come back from an injury last year, so they're trying to. I don't think they're at peak form yet. So you have some other teams like Dallas and stuff, not really giving them too much. I think it's too early. I think Lakers are definitely gonna get into that top 5, and they're gonna make a run for the playoffs. I think Golden State is looking nice. Like they're good. Everyone talks about the Raptors developing their players, but the Golden State Warriors, they one of those teams that they develop their players as well. I mean, like they developed Clay from the jump, they developed Steph, they developed Dre, and they got some guys coming off the bench that they developed. Jordan Poole's looking real nice this year. I'm like, man, how can they keep these guys? They have Nick Muscala, he's looking pretty good, and they have like Damian Lee. All those guys were guys that they either signed or drafted or whatever and developed. And so, I mean, they're really good team at developing their players. And it looks like they're holding the fort really well. And Clay's not even back yet. They're just taking their time.
I know. So it's just like, imagine when he comes back, bro.
Yeah, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs for sure. Especially the way Steph's playing. Yeah, man. So, yeah, that's some NBA for you guys right there. A little bit of glimpse right there.
Yeah, a little sneak peek. We'll get more into it as the season goes on. I mean, it's an 82 game season, so
long season.
There's more than enough to talk about as we get into it.
Drop some NFL gems. I'm gonna recap last week, the sweep, dog.
Oh my
I don't know if you guys
Lord.
are following, but we've been tied every single week in terms of predictions and picks. And we were going like back and forth. First game, I think it was week 2. We did 10 games. We tied 5-5, and ever since we've been let's do 5 games. Let's do like an odd number of games, and we still tie. We will always go 2.
Because we always pick the same team at one point.
And so last week was the first time. I think all 5 picks were
different picks.
We're different picks, and guys, I swept all 5 picks. All 5.
Yo,
5-0.
Yo, I'm just gonna let y'all know from the jump. Yo, the football gods were not on my side. Yo, they didn't like me last week. I don't know what it is, yo. Every team that I picked was playing awful, bruh. Like, football gods, can you be on my side, please? Like, can you be on my side this time? Like, for my predictions today, like shit. It's just it was embarrassing, man. I was, when I tell you I was cheese. Like, I wasn't even like, some of the games I just be turning off because I was so upset. Like, it upset my soul, bro. Like, I'm just like, how is this happening, bro? And then you texted me, you're like, oh sweet, you sent me the broomstick emoji. I was cheesed, bro. Like, you don't understand how angry I was. I'm just like, yo, what is going on? It's a good thing I didn't put no money on anything last week. Because
Yeah,
damn,
if I definitely played DraftKings or like FanDuel
I would
last
have
week,
lost
like
a
parlay, I would have made some
whole
money,
bunch
to
of
be
money,
honest.
bro.
Oh man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, you made some money, of course.
If I did play those games, I would have made some money for
Shout
sure.
out to you. You want to? Oh, definitely. So let's go over the games then that we made our predictions on. Um, so we had made a prediction on the Falcons and the Dolphins. Or
Yeah.
actually, let's start off with the Chiefs and the Titans.
Yeah.
Um, wow. I wow. Chiefs, there's something going on in Kansas City, man. And like, is it that people have figured Patrick Mahomes out? Is that what it is? Or Patrick Mahomes is a little distracted? I heard that, yo, like, people be making memes like, oh, Jackson Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes' little brother that makes those TikTok dances, and Patrick Mahomes' wife, they've been distractions to Patrick. Um, they've been embarrassing him, just or whatnot. And like, people are like, yo, Patrick needs to step up to his brother and his wife and tell him, yo, like, just pipe down, like, stop embarrassing me, yo. I'm trying to focus on the season right now. Like, this is a you guys are being a distraction. But I don't know how real that is. I mean, like, it's all speculation. Fans love to talk, their noise. But yeah, like, again, just terrible. Like, this man was 20 for 35, 206 yards, one interception. That's not superstar Patrick Mahomes numbers. Like, what is this? Uh, you know, um, they only scored 3 points, didn't score any touchdowns, bro. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, on the other side, Titans really, they buckled down. I mean, Ryan Tannehill didn't have the best game, but he gave the ball a ton load to AJ Brown, and AJ Brown had a nice game, showed up for the Titans, man. He had 8 receptions, 133 yards, and a touchdown. Derrick Henry, ran for 86 yards. Decent numbers, does not really, Derrick Henry is usually, a 100-yard rusher, he's usually putting up stats, but, the man didn't even, he didn't really put up the numbers that he's used to. But again, when one aspect of the game kind of, falters, you still have AJ Brown, you still have Julio Jones, right, out wide. They're a powerhouse still. It's hard to mess with it, man. And, they just figured out Kansas City, and Kansas City's 3-4 now. Sucks. I ain't never picking them again, bro. Never.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's bound to happen because think about it. Patrick Mahomes, like, I think this is maybe his fifth year starting, fifth or sixth year. But every year since his rookie year, that's the only year, where he played behind, I believe, Alex Smith at the time. But I mean, every year he's been on fire. Like, not one down year, not too many down games. Like, that's kind of unheard of. So this was kind of like, in the waiting that he was gonna have a little bit of a struggle. Kind of go through that hump period where like he has like a down, then he has to get back up. and reestablish himself in terms of saying he is the number one guy in terms of QBs. And so yeah, I think it's a little weird spot for him right now. Like I said, I think they've lost like 2 or 3 in a row. I could be wrong, but yeah,
Yeah,
he's
because
struggling. He's struggling. I think the story is more the Titans right now, to be honest. Like they're playing well. I'm actually kind of scared they're playing this well because you want to be playing this well late in the season, but it's good that they're getting off to a start as long as like they can keep winning, they can get into the playoffs early. But I'd rather them play this well like towards the end of the season because like that's the team that wins the Super Bowl. Like you saw with with the Bucks last year. The teams that play hot towards the end of the season are the teams that you know win the championship, not the teams that start good early. Like last year, the Steelers started off what like 11-0, 10-0, and did they win the championship last year? Nah, because it's about how you finish, and so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the Titans are playing well though. Tannehill's like 21 for 27, so efficient. He went through one pick. But he's gonna have some of those game to his picks, but like highly efficient numbers. Derrick Henry didn't go for 100, but he had like I think 86 yards. So he still like ran the ball well, almost hit 100 yards. So that's our style of play. If Tannehill can be efficient like that, Derrick Henry can go for 80 plus yards a game. Like you said AJ Brown had like 130 yards catching. I think he's definitely the number one receiver. I mean, everyone thought Julio Jones could be number one come the season, but I'm like, AJ Brown's been established there, for the last 3 years. Like, he's gonna be number one. Julio's gonna be number two. Julio's more
Yeah.
gonna actually give him more. I thought it'd be the opposite. I thought a lot of teams would like to double AJ and then give Julio a chance to have big numbers, but it's the opposite. Like, with both guys on both sides, you know, Julio's definitely like not a distraction, but definitely a player that you have to pay attention to. And so that's giving AJ Brown even more looks and more touches down the field. So yeah, Titans are looking good. Like I said, I'm more surprised their defense right now only allowed 3 points to Kansas City. The defense is playing pretty well now, and so yeah, that's gonna be a team on the watch in the playoffs. Hopefully, they can play like this towards the end of the season as well. But they're definitely a dangerous team for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely dangerous, but it's like how you said, man. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. So we'll see how Tennessee is down the stretch of the season. If they keep it up, man, they really are going to be as dangerous as we think they are going to be. Um, yeah, and Patrick Mahomes again back to Kansas City. They need to figure stuff out, man. It's not looking good at all. I also heard some, because I'd be looking at a lot of NFL memes and whatnot, and they're like, oh, like it was like the Madden curse was bound to catch up to Patrick Mahomes because he's been on the cover twice now. So, so just based on that, yeah, just based on that, it's like, is it really like, is this what's occurring? Like, so yeah, but hopefully they bounce back, man. They just need to figure it out. But yeah, I'm not picking Kansas City for any games moving forward, man. I don't have any faith in them right now. They're disappointing. And Patrick Mahomes also getting beat up too, because that defense was after him too. Like the man left the game, like he seemed wobbly, like he needed to be helped off the field. Like, I don't know. They need
Yeah,
to
or
figure it out
definitely
with
touching him up.
protection as well. Sorry, what you say?
The team is definitely touching him up, like being more physical with him because they know how much he likes to scramble, impact the game. Plays that kind of that
Yeah,
backyard football type of style, like Brett Favre or back in the day. So I feel like if they touch him up early, get him roughed up early, then he won't be the same player throughout the game. So
yeah,
definitely a strategy I think teams are using for sure.
we see that. We seen that coming to fruition in that game. Um, all right, so we'll go to the next game that we have predictions on. Falcons and the Dolphins, man. Another cheeser, bro. Another cheeser. Um, man, I picked the Dolphins because I wanted to see Tua have a big game. Um, he had a decent game against their defense. He was 32 for 40, 291 yards, 4 touchdowns, but he threw 2 interceptions. We need Tua to really eliminate those turnovers, man. Just it makes me, like it makes me cringe a little bit when I see those, like when I see him throw some picks, bro. It's just like, damn, like you proving the haters right, like, and it's like this game, I know it came down to, a Matt Ryan drive and a field goal.
Yeah.
Um, but it's just like the game. mm, I believe it was Miami. They were down early, right? Like like Atlanta was getting it done, from the jump. Miami needs to start off faster, or and I believe that would be the, just the only way that they'd be able to be more effective, and win these types of games. It's not gonna help, coming from behind, late in games. It's not gonna help, man. And again, this is another close game that they blocked, because against against Jacksonville, I mean, that was a close game that they lost in the final field goal. So this, like, they're just losing off these last, like, second field goals at the end of the games, due to the quarterback drives. Like, the defense needs to get it together in these late moments in the game too. It's just like it's it's embarrassing, bro. But yeah, ATL, shout out to Matt Ryan, man. He's the real deal, man. Matty Ice, he's 25 for 40, 336 yards, 2 touchdowns, man. He's the real deal. He's man, he's definitely, like, if he had a better defense, man, ATL, like, they'd be a different team. But
Yeah, it's definitely
you
like
know,
a good showing for Atlanta. I don't know what Matty Ice's stats are, but like even though like every year they don't, like sometimes like last year they don't have good seasons, or the last 2 years they don't have good seasons, he still pulls off like 2 or 3 game-winning drives every year, no matter what. Like I don't know what the stats are, but like I think his numbers are like for game-winning drives, like game-winning touchdowns. It's like crazy compared to like the other quarterbacks um, that he's been playing with that are still in the league. So I think like it's crazy how like he's always Matty Ice, even though like they can have like a 4-12 season, but like 3 of those games would be like game-winning drives. I think he already has 3 this year. So yeah, I mean, I was like, damn, they left time on the clock for Matty Ice. He's gonna ice the game for sure. And that's what he did. Drove him down the field for the game and the field goal. But yeah, so but like I said, like it was a high scoring game, not a lot of defense. But Tua kind of looked good. To me, he looked at to the point where I was like, man, I think he's gonna be all right. Like meaning that like I think he's gonna, like, if he cuts out the turnovers, he's a quarterback that's gonna be efficient. Throw a lot of low percentage throws, meaning like not a lot of high risk. So a lot of like check downs, a lot of short routes.
mhm.
In terms of efficiency wise, they looked good, like 4 TDs. I feel like that was a game where they're okay. Like I feel like he belongs definitely in this league. And like you said, he just cuts almost turnovers. He's gonna be a decent quarterback. So I think like if he keeps progressing, I think he's gonna change a lot of people's minds in terms of like I know a lot of people think, oh, trading for Deshaun. I don't know if you've seen that this week. They said there's a trade deadline this Tuesday, so like in 2 days, and they're saying that they have an offer on the table for like Deshaun Watson to Miami and Tua to Houston, and they're still like waiting on to see you know if his legal battles are going, or the legal allegations are gonna kind of like if they can kind of get some clarity around that before they pull the trigger. But that would be crazy if they pull the trigger on Tuesday. In terms of
Mhm.
trading Deshaun for Tua, because I think that was the game that I was like, okay, Tua belongs. They just need more time. Like, not every QB is gonna be like I said, the NBA. Like we've seen, like we talked about Scotty Barnes and all these 19-year-olds coming in and they're balling out straight away first year. I think the NFL to me, like I don't know why the kind of like the line has shifted where like now like you're coming in as a rookie QB, you have to ball out. Like now sometimes it might take you 2-3 years. Like I said, like we talked about, like Lamar Jackson, he sat out the first year behind Joe Flacco. Patrick Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith. I know people don't like to hear that, but I feel like I mean, if you're gonna put them in early, okay, but you have to give them time to develop. They're not gonna be good right away. Like we see this with Justin Fields, like this year already, and so Yeah, he's gonna be good. It's gotta give him more time. But if they trade him to Houston, like, wow, like I don't know what to say. Kind of give up on him too quick.
I hear you. Teams are always, a lot of these teams, they're always in the win now mindset. Miami's in that position because they feel like they should be much better than where they're at now. I mean, they're 1-6, right? They
Yeah,
were on the verge of being a playoff team last year. So it's like it's just a huge turnaround. And I believe Brian Flores is like, he's definitely not liking, how the season is progressing. And um I mean, who knows? We could very well see that move, but we'll see. Um, Again, NFL man, NFL teams, the front offices, the head coaches, they don't like to show all their cards all the time.
yeah,
So I feel like they got a good poker face right now. We'll see in what happens in 2 days, as to what really happens. But yeah, like I hear you with Tua, man. Maybe like I feel like he does need some time. Um, you know, get and he does need to develop a little bit more comfortability with pushing the ball down the field as well. I mean, again, the majority of his attempts are check downs, are passes, just a little bit, you know, um above the line of scrimmage. But yeah, like if Tua can really get comfortable with pushing out the field, pushing the ball down the field, I feel like he can really be deadly. So well, yeah,
yeah, definitely. I think
just I guess,
yeah, it's not
yeah,
gonna
I was
develop
just
over
saying, yeah,
time.
we just
Yeah,
I guess we gotta have patience. We just gotta have some patience, I guess, yeah. But yeah, that's it for this game, man. Another cheeser, a little bit of a nail biter,
that's too old, y'all. Too old.
but
Can't whip me.
yeah, it didn't go in my favor. This didn't go in my favor at all. Um, what was the next game that we had prediction on here? I believe we had a prediction on the Eagles and the Raiders, which I lost again because I picked the damn Eagles.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking fly Eagles fly, but they ain't fly. They
Yeah.
did not fly that game.
To me, the Raiders are a better team. Like I said, like it's no hate on Hurts. Like Hurts played okay. Like 18 for 34, not really efficient, but he had 236 yards, two TDs. Um, they're competitive. Like you said, like they're always gonna be competitive. He again led them in rushing, which I think that's a problem. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like it's a good thing that he's mobile and he's able to add to their rushing yards and add a different dynamic. But I feel like they need to get like established running back or establish a running back and kind of like make the game easier for him. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, to me the Raiders were the better team. They're 5-2 right now, looking nice right now. Even with all the drama with John Gruden, they're still playing nice. Like I said, it's all about the players, and the players are playing well. And Derek Carr, they had a decent game as well. And so
Mhm.
yeah, 31 for 34, so like almost 100%. Two TDs, one INT, which Derek Carr is gonna be a gunslinger, 323. So I said he's playing pretty good. I told you he's top 5 MVP right now. No one's talking about it, but I mean, cleans up the interception a little bit. He's still right there, top 5 MVP in terms of the way he's playing. Like, his numbers are crazy right now in terms of efficiency and yards per game, bro. He's killing it.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, high scoring game. Raiders need to touch up on their defense a little bit. Like Derek Carr playing so well that it doesn't matter right now. And Jalen Hurts, like I said, like he's still young. Like he's still trying to develop. Like I said, like wasn't really efficient, but but it's because a lot of stuff that the Raiders defense was doing. But yeah, if he just kind of keeps progressing, I think he needs a running back or a few running backs, that can help him out. He said, like, for him to lead them in rushing and passing every game, that's kind of a lot of pressure for a young team that's still trying to develop, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree, bro. And the thing is, what I've noticed is, you know, I don't know if it's play calling, but they're not like they do have running backs, right? They have Miles Sanders, they have Kenneth Gainwell. Um, Miles Sanders got the ball 6 times. Kenneth Gainwell got the ball 5 times, right? They have minimal rushing attempts. It's not enough to make a mark in a game. Of course, Jalen Hurts is gonna be the rushing leader if that's all you're giving your running backs, right? Um, you know, let's switch it up with the play calling. Let's make or call some more conventional runs, right? Miles Sanders can do stuff with the ball in his hands, man. Like, I mean, like he only had 6 attempts, but he had 30 yards, right? He was averaging 5 yards per carry. That's really good as a running back. Feed the man, like give him the damn ball. Um, yeah, I guess they're really just I don't know, they're I don't know if they're trying to make Jalen into something that he's not, but or maybe the fact that Philly did get down early, so they did have to maybe pass the ball a little bit more. But like Philly just needs to play a game that they know works for them, and what works for them is getting the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands fast, maybe having some design runs for him, but also running the ball with Miles Sanders, giving the ball to Kenneth Gainwell here and there, you know, and I feel like that's what would work best in their favor. Um,
Yeah, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did notice though that some of the passes that Jalen Hurts had made, I mean, some of them were dropped by some receivers. I mean, I saw Devontae Smith drop a couple passes, and I'm just like, oh shoot, you know, it's coming down to the youth on the receiving core as well. So they're just overall a young team, and they need some veteran presence on the offense, and I believe in that receiving core in general, and maybe that could help things too. Um, but yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Philly's a developing team. I can't be so sold on them. And on the other side, Las Vegas Raiders, man, they making some noise. They making some noise. They 5-2, so
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, Philly, they need to go back to their, I mean, the numbers are skewed. I mean, like, it doesn't tell the whole story of the game. So I feel like, yeah, Jalen Hurts, I think the game plan is always should be for him to be like 20, throw the ball 20 to 25 times. They establish the run. They slow the game down a little bit. But I think because they were down early, he had to throw the ball more.
yeah.
And yeah, like I said, a few drop passes, a few missed passes. O-line a little shaky, playing a little shaky. So yeah, I feel like I don't know who the OC is, but I feel like you said, like I think it's Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, Sirianni is their head coach. I think he's also play calling.
Yes, he needs to kind of call a better game for him. Like I said, like the numbers only show it, they were down early, so he had to pass the ball more. But um, yeah, I mean, definitely, if I was a team playing them, I wouldn't really play the run as much because I know they don't really depend on the run. Let Jalen Hurts scramble if he has to run, and like kind of play the pass. So put more guys back to the pass to defend the pass than it would be to stuff the run. Um, so definitely throwing a lot of looks, a lot of mixed looks, and match looks. To confuse Jalen Hurts. So it's not easy, like just man to man, like he was at Oklahoma, and just seeing guys wide open. So and he's still developing, so he'll be fine. But like I said, like yeah, they're a young team though. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, it's not easy going through this sweep at all. So,
what's the
what was the next game we chose?
Giant? Was it Giants Panthers, bro? I think it was Giants
Yeah,
Panthers.
we did pick Giants Panthers as well.
That was a slap though. Sam Darnold got benched, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Fair picks, dog. He only threw one, but like he only threw one, but like, bro, he had 112 yards passing.
Yeah,
He got sacked 3 times, to an
Yeah.
interception. And bro, he got benched in like what was the second or third quarter? So he didn't play the full game. So
Nah, he didn't. Yo, I can't believe it, bro. I did not expect a big game from Daniel Jones at all. And then this man also made a highlight catch himself. Like, yo, I honestly I don't even know if this man should be playing quarterback. I mean, although he had a good game, put this man out wide. People are
Daniel Jones,
calling him,
yeah,
yeah, people are calling him old Daniel Bennett, oh shoot, old Daniel Beckham.
that's
Because of that one-handed
that one.
snag. Yo, the man made a highlight catch. Like that was the highlight of the game. Like it wasn't any of his touchdown passes, like, or he only had one touchdown pass, but that was the highlight of the game. Um yeah, yeah, I don't even know what to say, man. This was a total slap. Um Sam Darnold, man, holy bro. I like this man really like regressed. He like I don't even know if I said a word just now, but yo, the man really just he hasn't been playing well for the past 2 weeks, bro. Like, yo, this guy's, yeah, I don't know what it is, man. But Carolina thought that they had a franchise quarterback, moving off of Teddy Bridgewater and going the route of, getting Sam Darnold. But Sam Darnold is no better, it seems, bro. Like, yo, they need a quarterback desperately because they have talent, man. They have talent on the team. Like, that's no doubt. But Sam Darnold's not making it happen, bro.
Yeah, a little surprising because the game was in New York, like his former, where he used to play all the time, and like it's like he's never been there
Yeah,
before. Like he
exactly.
was a ghost, bro. But yeah, man, like yeah, like I knew the Giants were gonna win. Like I said, the Panthers have been playing well, and I knew the Giants were due for a win because Daniel Jones, like they're kind of similar players. Like they're both hot and cold, to be honest. Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, they're hot and cold players, meaning like one game they might play well, the next game they might throw a couple picks. They're both kind of same similar style. I think though Daniel Jones is a little more athletic. Like you see, talking about that one-handed catch he made. So he's definitely athletic. I know that was one of his
Mhm.
traits coming out of Duke, was saying that he was one of the most athletic quarterbacks coming out, and whatnot. And so yeah, he's definitely an athletic quarterback. Like I said, he only threw for 200 yards passing. Didn't have to depend on his arms a lot last game, but yeah, it kind of was a boring game. Watched a little bit of it. Saw Sam Darnold got benched. I was like, this game's over. But the Giants are still not. I'm still not gonna make the playoffs. But
Nah, of course not. Like
that was just kind
these
of
are
like an
two
upset. Yeah,
these are two bottom teams now. Like,
yeah.
but yeah,
No, I got not much to say about that game except for like the Giants dominated them from beginning to the end, and Daniel Jones was game man's game. Like like he needs to do
hmm
to win games. Like not turn over the ball and just be efficient and don't make any mistakes, and they win.
yeah, for real. I mean, just another cheeser, bro. And yeah, they need to figure it out in Carolina, yo. They need a quarterback desperately.
Sam Darnold is, like I said, like he's gonna be a hot and cold quarterback. Like, he's not bad. He's better than some of the. I think he's middle of the pack. Like, how many teams are gonna have like a top 5 quarterback? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know. But
Honestly, I'm thinking, yo, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like if they had Teddy Bridgewater there for another year, they decided to keep him there, have a training camp with him, like a full training camp with him. Teddy Bridgewater would be a better quarterback than how Sam Darnold is playing right now. Like, he'd be a better quarterback for the Carolina Panthers right now. And this is not me being like a Teddy Bridgewater like huge fan or anything. Like, he's not playing well with the Denver Broncos either right now. But just him being around the same core group of guys in Carolina for another year and actually having a training camp, because again, we're discounting last season. They're like, these guys didn't have a full training camp in preseason, right? This year they did, right? So with that experience, with that extra time to, develop with your teammates and whatnot, the man could definitely be a better quarterback than how Sam Darnold is currently playing, and definitely a whole like a ton load or a ton less of interceptions thrown as well. Because damn,
Yeah, those are the
like
more
Sam Darnold is really a pick machine. Like it's terrible.
yeah, I feel like you're right. They
Oh,
need more
sorry.
like a game manager. I don't know. I don't think Teddy, to be honest, I don't think he's a cold weather quarterback because you've seen like how he played Minnesota. We were with the gloves, kind of. He was playing okay, but didn't really live up to the hype of Minnesota.
In
And then like Carolina, he played okay, but he didn't get a
Minnesota,
full
he was
training camp.
decent.
Yeah,
In
and then,
Minnesota, he was actually decent though.
yeah,
And
just
then when he
injury.
when he had that 5 game run, yeah, it's just the injury. And then when he had that 5 game run in with the Saints, where he actually looked like starter potential. He's like, all right, you'll give the man another chance. He looked good. Like he was, like I looked at those highlights the other day just to, refresh myself on that. And I'm just like, the man was looking like really good. Like imagine, imagine if Teddy Bridgewater stayed in New Orleans,
Yeah,
like if he just sat behind Drew Brees another year instead of, feeling like, okay, I need to be a starter now. Like if he sat behind another year, imagine what New Orleans could be. They definitely, I feel like they would be better compared to, how they are with Jameis Winston right now. So
yeah. Teddy's, I
it's
don't know.
it's it's a whole bunch of what ifs, man, because now Teddy's just becoming a journeyman. But imagine if he stayed, I feel like Saints would be a different breed team.
Yeah, Teddy, I think he's not as bad as like the numbers show. Like I said, it's all about weapons and stuff like that and style of play. And like I said, Broncos right now, like, yeah, they
Yeah.
have a great defense, but like he's not really playing well this year. And it's gonna get cold, like I said, I think like you said, he played well in New Orleans, they had a dome. Minnesota, they have a dome. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, he's a Louisville guy, so yeah, and so I want to see how he plays the rest of the stretch of the season. Hopefully he can start playing well. But I'm doing rooting for
Mhm.
Teddy, but yeah, I feel like you're right. Like if he would stay on the Panthers, like maybe they would have been a better team because he can get a full training camp. And Sam Darnold, like, if he doesn't, if he doesn't play well again this game, then he's gonna, he might get benched for the rest of the
He's
season
gonna,
for PJ
yeah,
Walker.
yeah. And I mean, PJ Walker is, I mean, PJ Walker, I mean, he showed some bright spots. I mean, like he was coming from what was that league called again? Was it the XFL?
Yeah, XFL. Yeah, he's actually playing pretty well. He was like the
Like,
number 2 or number 1 quarterback, like when he played
yeah,
there.
while he played there. But I can't see PJ Walker any more than, just a backup quarterback or a decent backup quarterback. So I mean, if they move on from Sam Darnold, just know it's gonna be additional games lost. It's gonna be, we're tanking for a
Yeah,
quarterback this year.
for sure. But there's no quarterbacks playing this well, not playing well this year, to be honest. Like,
In college football.
yeah, like what
Yeah.
are we gonna get?
Yeah, man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's the best year for quarterbacks in this draft either. So it's just, whole bunch of factors, man. It's gonna be interesting.
Bro. Last game. So right now, y'all, I'm up 4-0 right now for if you're still paying attention. Um, next game is Colts and 49ers.
His teeth. Was that the one, or did we pick? Oh, actually, no, we didn't pick Bengals and Ravens, even though
No, no.
Bengals won. But
Yeah,
yeah, either way, I lost. Yeah, Colts and 49ers. Yo, like again, I have to kiss my teeth because I was watching that game Sunday night, and I'm like, we got this. We're in San Fran. The weather may not be too good because it was like raining. It was like a heavy rainstorm over. I believe like there was a weather warning or whatnot. Um, going over the city of San Fran, or just a majority of the Bay Area. Um, I was thinking, Colts are not going to be prepared to play in this weather, but gosh damn it, Carson Wentz, like, the man really surprised me. Played decent in this terrible weather, threw up some dimes, some nice passes to Michael Pittman Jr. I'm like, yo, when did Michael Pittman Jr. get this like nice? Like this man was mossing mans, catching wet balls in the rain, like how hard it is to do that. Like, yo, that's hard as hell. And he's hand catching them too. He's not catching them with his body. So this man just has some, that guy's a true receiver, bro. Yeah, and then on the other hand, man, I mean, I felt like Jimmy Garoppolo, he could have, he was playing decent at a point, and then it really just it went all to shit. And he threw like how much interceptions did he throw? I believe he threw 2.
He's not all the way healthy though.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
decision making wasn't up to par though. Like, it was not good.
Yeah, both teams ran the ball well. Both the running backs went over 100. Like I said, when it's raining like that, you got to run the ball more. Depend on your run than your pass. Carson Wentz, did what he had to do. 150 yards passing. That's pretty good in the rain because they ran the ball a lot, and he did do no interceptions. So he had a clean game. It was a good win for the Colts. The 49ers, they were a team that everyone thought was going to be contenders this year with Jimmy G, but like I said, he's hurt. He's playing hurt. Trey Lance is still hurt. People are like, oh, replace him with Trey Lance. I don't think they'll be any better because one, he's a rookie, and two, he's hurt too. So yeah, the Colts are okay. 3-4, they're a decent team. Let's see if they can make a run in the playoffs. But like Carson Wentz, like I said, coming to the game, he was like one of the more like underrated quarterbacks. I mean, like, he's having a good year, but no one's talking about it. Even last game, didn't put up big numbers, but got the win.
Yeah,
got a couple touchdowns. So, like, he's playing pretty well this year. No one's talking about it. Coming off, what was going on in Philadelphia. I think he's finally rounding back into form a little bit. Seen like some glimpses.
Yeah.
And yeah, so the Colts were dominated the game from the jump, and yeah, I was like surprised. I was like, man, I'm about to sleep you, bro. As soon as I seen the gameplay, and I was like, you're about to get swept. I was like, oh man, 49ers, man.
Jeez me. Yeah. Carson Wentz, man, like shout out to you, kudos to you, man. You really bounced back. Because they were talking a whole bunch of noise about you in Philly, and he's just having, just a great season, just very efficient, very, very efficient. Again, I believe last week when I really took in how well he was playing, I was just like, wow, why is he not being talked about more? Like, he really should be talked about. I understand, yeah, they're not really winning, but Carson is playing well. Like, you can't discount this man. You can't say that he's a trash QB and that he fell off. He's like, that's not what's happening at all. So yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I think I'm not sure of any other players, but if he still plays like this, not even gonna make the playoffs or they still win more games, but he still plays as well, he's gonna win NFL Comeback Player of the Year. I think so. It's my predictions.
That could be. Yeah, I can see that. I could see that. But yeah, that just concludes our, the sweep that occurred. Yeah, the NFL gods were not on my side this week or last week. So here's hoping that they'll be on my side this week. Let's get into some predictions for today's game. let's get into it.
Let me get the games. Let me get the game, y'all. I'm trying to get another 5-0 sweep. So I'm up 5 now. So that's the score right now. I'm up 5.
Just know that I'm not just picking any teams just because I like them. All right. I'm gonna make some very educated NFL decisions here. That's what's gonna happen.
We have to choose some 50-50 games right here.
Yeah.
Ooh, some good 50-50 games. Some good 50-50 games we got here. Y'all, maybe if I should do a parlay this week, let me know. A DraftKings or a FanDuel. Maybe we can all win some money. Looking at it right now. Ooh, Steelers, Browns.
Steelers, Browns.
Both teams are like Browns lost last game. But
is Baker back this week? Baker's back this week, no?
they say he's gonna try to go, so that's why it's kind of a toss up. Like, is he gonna go? Is he not gonna go?
Nick Chubb back?
I don't think so. Right now it's the Browns by 3.
If Nick Chubb is back, then I'm.
Yeah, right now everyone has the Browns to win by 3 because they're betting that Baker's gonna come back. But if he doesn't, then Chubb is back.
Yeah, Nick Chubb is back. So just based on that fact, I'm gonna feel like Nick Chubb is going to carry the game, regardless of even if Baker is back, because maybe they don't want to put too much stress on him. Just coming back from an injury, and I believe it is an injury to his shoulder, right? So, Cleveland, some even more, some more running. They're gonna put it on Nick Chubb's back, and yeah, I feel like they can run it down Pittsburgh's throat. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger, man, is just, I feel like he is a declining quarterback, man. I'm not gonna put too much faith in him. Although he has like some nice young pieces around him, with Najee Harris. Still, I feel like Cleveland can take this, and it is at First Energy Field, so it's going to be in Cleveland Stadium. So,
Yeah, I'm going.
We in the dog pound. But yeah, who you picking?
I'm going Steelers because I think Case
really
is going to play the majority of the game. He's not a bad quarterback. He's a good backup, but I think the Steelers are hearing a lot of noise. You seen Mike Tomlin was a little fiery last week when team reporters were asking him about, if he's gonna take a USC job, and he got kind of upset about that. Like he said, I ain't going to college. He's coaching the pros, so yeah, I feel like they kind of, they're feeling a little bit of pressure. They're 3-3. They're not as bad as everyone thinks. Like I said, I think this is a divisional matchup. They need to win because it's going to be a tough division to win. I mean, I think it's going to be like, as usual, like a team's going to win who's like 9-7 or 8-8. Maybe a team will pull away and be like 10 and like 11-5, or and so we'll see. There's more games this year, but I think it's going to be a divisional matchup. It means a lot to the Steelers. I think Baker is not healthy, and because of that, they know they're going to depend on the run. So if I'm the Steelers, I'm going to defend the run, force you to pass the ball, whether it's Baker Mayfield or Case Keenum down the field. And, they've been struggling with that, with Odell out, with Odell not playing well. Jarvis Landry, I think he's still out. So I think they struggle in the pass game. Steelers defend the run. They know the game plan, and I think Roethlisberger kind of shows, plays okay, good enough to win the game. And I say Steelers take this one, man. Go Steelers.
Thinking about it, I mean, Steelers D is, they are pretty decent, pretty good, I'd say. I mean, TJ Watt, yeah, has been putting the league on notice. That man's playing like defensive player of the year. But although the Steelers defense may be right in anticipating that, it's going to be a majority of, running from the Cleveland offense. Nick Chubb is a different breed, the man's, just, an effective running back, like one of the superstar running backs in the league. And it's as long if they are playing Baker, or if they're playing Case Keenum, I mean they always have their check downs. They have their tight ends that they mainly target. All if even if you don't have Jarvis Landry, you know they'll still be effective within the pass. They'll be effective enough in the pass game. Um, but yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I guess it's what, like, in the run game is going to be like a little 1-2 punch of Nick Chubb and the Ernest Johnson, the new up and coming man.
Yeah, he's playing pretty well. Number 30, he's playing pretty well.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how that goes. So I guess, first disagreement there. We'll see how this goes. Again, hopefully NFL gods are on my side. Please, I'm praying.
Yeah, not a lot of lot of tough games this week. Not a lot of tough games this week. Jeez, this is another bad week in terms of like matchups.
Yeah. What about Panthers and the Falcons?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
You feel like you have a clear cut when you're gonna go with the Falcons?
Yeah, I think Matty.
Actually, yeah, I wouldn't pick that game. So what?
Ooh, 49er Bears. This is a tough one. I would go 49ers on that one.
Yeah, I'd be more inclined to go with 49ers in that one too. Just 49ers, just I feel like they're gonna try to make that bounce back. They like this is a much needed game. I mean, they're 2-4. And I feel like Jimmy G can for sure outduel Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if that would be a good game to pick. Because we'd be going with the same team there.
Titans Colts.
Titans Colts. I go with the Titans there because Titans are on a roll.
I go with the Colts upset.
Okay. We'll see about that. I mean, that we were just talking about how Ryan Tannehill is on a little bit of a roll. He's being efficient. AJ Brown, Julio Jones, Derrick Henry, and Tennessee's defense is playing motivated. Like they playing like they have something to prove. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, although Carson Wentz is also playing well, and again he's putting the league on notice with his play, or actually he's not putting the league on notice with his play, but he should be on notice. I don't think he's gonna play well enough to win this game.
I think he has to, and I think he will. I think this is a show me game for him. I think he kind of like shows us like a little bit of a glimpse of what he was in Philadelphia. It's gonna be a high scoring game, like I said. Like Titans are gonna look to run the ball, play action pass on their usual game formula. But the Colts at home are gonna have to score points to win. So I think Carson Wentz played one of those games where like, okay, he's back. Maybe he has one of those like he's back games, and yeah, I'm going Colts with the upset, man. At home, it's a big AFC South matchup, divisional matchup. The Colts,
Yeah,
they really
it
want
is a
to
big
win.
divisional match.
I'm going Colts on this one, bro. Let me see.
Wow. So you think Titans? You feel like Titans are gonna fall off?
For one game, yeah.
Mm,
Jeez, bro. These games. Saints Bucks.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks, man.
Uh, I
Tom
don't.
Brady.
Yeah, I don't go against Tom, but bro, he always shows against the Saints at Saints. I'm gonna go Saints, bro. Remember last year, the Saints beat them twice. The Saints got them back.
Yeah,
The Buck got them back in the playoffs, but I think Sean Payton kind of at home in the dome. Yeah, I'm gonna go Saints this one. I think James Winston plays well. He said he wants to show the Buccaneers like, hey, you messed up. Like, you should have
that's
kept me. Type game. I think James
funny as
Winston.
hell.
I think he has a surprising game. I think he played really well. It's at home in New Orleans. Buccaneers are playing really well, but man, they can't keep playing this well. They're gonna roll over the whole league like that. Nah, I'm betting that this is one of those trap games. I think the Saints win this. And they surprised the one. I think Alvin Kamara played well again. They said last we had a great game. James Winston looks to establish his receivers more in this game, and not just the running backs and tight ends. And I think the Saints are gonna take this one, bro. I'm going Saints, man. Let's get it.
I feel like if Jameis Winston wants to prove a point, he's gonna become pass happy, and he's gonna want to push the ball down the field. And what that may cause is a couple interceptions, a couple turnovers. So I'm gonna stick with the Bucks, man. um, and I anticipate that there's gonna be just a couple turnovers on New Orleans side. And Tom Brady the GOAT, so you already know he gonna be efficient. He gonna, continue that connection that he has with Mike Evans, man. AB, Chris Godwin. He's got weapons on weapons, man. Like you shut down one, you got a whole you got basically pro bowlers at every skill position. You got Rob Gronkowski. I mean, is Gronkowski even, is he healthy?
I don't think he's back yet.
Okay. Well, they still got OJ Howard, Cameron Brate, still decent tight ends, right? Wide receiver, no shortage of weapons. How do you stop that offense, bro? Like you really actually have to be on your P's and Q's. And this is not the Tom Brady of last year who was just, getting familiar with the offense. Like he didn't even fully understand, all the concepts within within Bruce Arians' offense, right? This man he's fully seasoned within it. Tom Brady fully understands it now. This is not the same Tom Brady, bro. This is year 2 Tom Brady with the Bucks. I can't see the Saints defense stopping that.
Bro, they're gonna have to.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, I'm just praying that the football gods are on my side because I could be wrong and I could lose again and get swept. So, football gods, I'm praying to you. Please be nice to me. Talk to me nice.
Talk to me nicely. Let me see. Next game. Bro, I'm gonna choose my team to the upset, bro. The
Jets?
Jets, baby. Let's get it.
Hell no. And like the way that Cincinnati be playing, Joe Burrow is different, bro.
Bro,
And huh?
Is Zach Wilson hurt? Yeah, he's still hurt. I think he's out for like 4 weeks.
Bro, I have no clue.
Ooh, yeah, we're starting to QB Michael White.
Oh yeah, he is out. Sorry, you can't go with your Jets. But I mean, feel free to go with them. Actually, I mean, if we're using this game toward our predictions, then yeah, let's go.
Nah, I
No.
don't know who no Michael White is, bro.
I don't know who that is, bro. I
Bro,
don't
don't go
know who
that.
that is.
I'm not comfortable with that game, bro.
Denver said, I don't know who that is, bro. Wait a minute. I'm gonna back out on this. I don't know who that dude is.
Mike Jones, who? Mike Jones, Michael White. Hopefully he plays well because I want us to win, but yeah, we'll see if we have to run the ball the whole game, hopefully, and like maybe limit him to like 20, 25 passes to win, kind of like a game plan. But yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna bet the house on that. So
Yeah.
Patriots Chargers.
Patriots Chargers, man. I go with LA Chargers.
I'm gonna go in New England. They've been playing well, bro.
They have been playing well, but like Justin Herbert, like yo, that guy is a baller, bro. Like I can't go against him like that, like unless the Raven, like unless the Patriots D would do what Baltimore's D did to Justin Herbert, bro, then I cannot see it happening. Like
Yeah, I
Mac
think
Jones.
I'm
Oh,
going.
sorry,
I'm going Patriots for sure.
but like
Things
why?
they're gonna be a tight game. Last year, the Patriots blew them out 45-0. Yeah, Justin Herbert was a rookie, but I think kind of Bill Belichick kind of has like a book on him. You know how he gets a good start on the rookies. He plays really well against rookies, and kind of
Yeah,
utilizes that same game plan maybe a little bit to a certain degree. Herbert got a lot better since last year. I think
definitely.
the Patriots they got a good game plan coming into this game.
I mean, they in SoFi Stadium, so
Yeah,
we in LA out here. We on the West Coast. So
better for Mac Jones,
you think so?
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
yeah. I'm going Patriots on this one, bro. Upset City.
Wow. Well, shout out to you.
So
I'm just hoping that, huh?
how much game is that? 3?
Is that, I think that's 4 now, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Because we did Steelers, Browns, we did 49ers, Bears, and we did Titans, Colts. So, and then the fourth game is Patriots, Chargers. So, yeah.
You beat the 49ers Bears?
Yeah, we did 49ers, Bears, didn't we?
No. Who'd you go with?
I swear I went with the 4. Well, actually, did we go through with that?
No,
Maybe
no,
we, maybe we didn't go through with that.
No.
Because we probably we both picked the 49ers, right?
Yeah.
Shoot, all right, then damn, we need another game. We need another 2 games, man. This shouldn't be so hard now.
But you go
What
49ers now?
about hmm?
You choose 49ers? Like, I might go Bears on that one, to be honest. Justin Fields at home.
Well, if you want to go with that game, then yeah, sure, we can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bears because I don't think Jimmy G's healthy. Yeah, I changed my mind. I don't think he's healthy. I don't think Trey Lance is healthy. I think something's going. I think not saying they're tanking, but definitely like a lost season for the 49ers. The Bears pull off, not an upset, but I think Justin Fields plays decent, keep the interceptions low, run the ball, good ratio from run to pass. And I think I'm going to take the Bears at home on this one. Soldier Field, baby.
Well, I'm just chalking up last week's loss for the 49ers to the weather. So hopefully it's looking, nice in Chicago. And Jimmy G doesn't have any excuse to throw, damn interceptions, due to a wet ball. So so as long as the weather is nice, the man's gonna be on point. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, Jimmy G doesn't have to be. I feel like he's healthy enough. He's healthy enough. So, and the man has weapons. Like Debo Samuel really be be like putting, making some noise in the league, bro.
I'm going Bears in some, bro. Going Bears. Gotta choose an
Yeah.
upset.
All
Gotta
right.
go 5-0 this week again.
Again, I feel like the NFL gods are gonna be on this side because are gonna be on my side because again, I be talking to them a lot now, and I'm trying to pray. So
Yeah, man.
yeah, your
Hopefully-
upset choices, they not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work this week.
We need one more game, dog.
I'm aiming for a sweep. How you feel about Washington and Denver?
Bro, I need to choose your boy Teddy. I'm going Washington, bro.
Okay, then fine. Yeah, that's our final game.
Heineke's not playing as good as he was at the start of the season. He's a good backup quarterback for IBC. Good backup quarterback. He can come in, play well in a couple starts. But that, they're not really. They need more weapons.
They got more weapons.
I mean, they got Terry. They have what's his name, the slot back. Washington's playing pretty well too out of Penn State. He's good. But yeah, like they got weapons, but I feel like their defense is supposed to be something that they're gonna lean on with Chase Young and have their thick D line. But yeah, they're not playing well this year. But I feel like Heineke, he's okay. So I feel like he's playing better than he may play the same level as Bridgewater. Like maybe you know what I mean. And yeah, he might play better than Bridgewater in this game. So yeah, Broncos. Something's wrong with their. I don't think that they're not playing well. It's at home though, so I'm a little worried. But I'm gonna go upset City. I think Heineke plays one of those surprise games again, and Washington wins. I want to see how the game plays out, but I'm gonna go Washington on this one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with Denver, although they have some injuries to their defense, and I don't know if Von Miller's questionable. We'll see. Because again, he definitely adds, great pressure to the pass rush. But Teddy Bridgewater, man, I mean, he's not playing all that terrible. People like to call him check down Teddy. I know it took him a while to get things going in Cleveland. He didn't play too well, but he's going to have a turnaround game. He's going to prove some haters wrong. I mean, the man's thrown for, 1,700 yards so far in the season, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That's not bad. 12 touchdowns, at this point in the season, that's pretty decent. Man has Cortland Sutton. He has Tim Patrick, and he's getting Jerry Jeudy back, another Alabama product. So, I mean, I feel like before Jerry Jeudy got hurt, him and Teddy had a good connection going on. I mean, he was a trusty slot guy. You know how Jerry Jeudy is with the route running, man. His route running is impeccable. He's gonna find himself open early and often. He's gonna get the ball. I believe Melvin Gordon should be playing in this game too. And with Melvin Gordon, again, that's a trusty starting running back right there. They develop a good run game, pass when they need to. Offense is going to get it rolling against Washington's D because, what with Washington's D, they haven't been playing the greatest. They have pieces, right? They have Chase Young. They have, pieces on the D line. But they just haven't been playing cohesively together. They haven't been playing together as a team. They've been a little bit selfish. And I feel like they're gonna continue on that run, and that's just gonna be to their downfall. Taylor Heineke is not gonna have the greatest game against Denver's defense. I feel,
definitely.
Hopefully we shut down Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, McLaurin. Yeah, my bad. McLaurin out of Ohio State. Don't kill me.
Yeah,
I know he's not out of Penn State. Ohio State. I know that's a big rival.
No, I thought you were talking about Denver for a minute, like the Broncos, because they had Hamler,
Hamler
out of Penn State. So I'm like, I thought you were talking about them, but yeah, Terry McLaurin. I mean, like Like he nice, no doubt. But let's see if we can shut him down. Let's see if we can shut him down.
Yeah,
Play a little, too high. Maybe, blanket Terry. We got Justin Simmons, we got Kareem Jackson. So hopefully there could be, just I just need a defense to play right. I'm praying to the football gods this week. Hopefully they come through for me. I think they may come through for me for this game, at least. So we'll see.
I'm going to sweep, guys. 5-0. Washington with upset.
Nah. You've been picking too many upsets now. So
guys, let me know if I should do a parlay or not. See if we can go 5-0, make some of that dough again. But yeah, that's 5 games, right?
Yeah, that's 5 right there.
All right. So that's right there, our NFL recap of last week of our picks, as well as some predictions going to this week. It should be another exciting NFL week, even though there's not a lot of exciting matchups on paper. It could be exciting games. So definitely follow along with us in our predictions. And you guys know you guys are always gonna get the best NBA, NFL discussions all week long. So appreciate that. We got our movies coming out next week. The Eternals. Gotta find a way to watch that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You really do, man.
You guys don't know we're big Marvel fans. We go to Marvel movies since we were in high school, so we've seen all the Avengers.
All the Avengers. We've been keeping up with this latest phase of Marvel. We watched Black Widow that came out, Shang-Chi. Man, Shang-Chi, like if y'all haven't watched that, y'all need to go watch that right now. What I'm telling you, it's just the greatest mix of Marvel and Kung Fu. Like if you've ever watched like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, just like times that by like 5. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the action scenes are just it's just amazing, man. Like y'all better watch Shang-Chi. Like go out there and watch Shang-Chi. Like you guys will not be disappointed.
Definitely, it was a very underrated movie. Like me and Josh were like, it might be okay, but we don't miss a Marvel movie anyway, so we're like, let's just check it out. And we're like, yo, it's pretty sick. And even with Eternals, they're saying that it doesn't have the best reviews. I'm like, man, they keep saying that, but then when we go to the movies, we're like, yo, that movie was sick.
You're right.
So I was like, yo, Brian gonna listen to the reviews anymore. So
no, definitely
gotta find a way to watch the Eternals coming out. I think November 5th. So
yes, November 5th. Yeah, man, gotta watch it. And then looking forward to Spider-Man coming out in December.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a good year for these Marvel movies, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. You guys got some favorite Marvel movies, definitely, like, subscribe, and write in the comments. So
yeah, we could talk more about our movie reviews and whatnot.
Yeah,
add that in there.
We appreciate y'all joining this week. It's always the best, always the same, always consistency. Your boy Denver right here.
And it's your boy Josh again. Thank you guys, and we appreciate the support. You know what it is. Keep clicking again, keep the traffic our way. Yeah, man, it's all love. We appreciate y'all.
All right, signing out, y'all. Canada, US, worldwide, we got you.
Yes, sir. All right, peace, blessings, man.